I have a question for you guys. Who is the voice of Linux? Or who represents Linux? Of course, if you use a Windows PC, of course, you know Microsoft would be the voice of Windows, of course. And if you use an iPhone or Mac iOS, that would be, Apple, of course, would be the voice of iOS. But who is the voice of Linux, or who represents Linux, or more specifically, who represents one of the most popular distributions in the world? And what you see here, who represents Ubuntu? Who is the voice of Ubuntu? You know, Windows 8 has not been doing well, neither on desktops or on mobile devices. Of course, there are many reasons for that. The Surface tablet, a fine piece of machinery, to say the least, has basically been a dud. Microsoft has dropped the price down to $349 versus $499.99. But this isn't about Microsoft Windows 8. This is about what I believe is an opportunity for a company such as Canonical, who makes Ubuntu, what you see here. This is an opportunity for Canonical, for Ubuntu to step up to the plate, as it were, since Windows 8 is not doing well and is struggling. Canonical and Ubuntu have a chance to, if marketed properly, Ubuntu Linux, I believe, has a chance to conquer the world, or at least the alternative OS world. When is the last time you saw a Linux commercial, an Ubuntu Linux commercial, a radio commercial, maybe something on your mobile device, tablet, or phone? How Ubuntu Linux can conquer the world. They have an opportunity, in my opinion, to do that in the near future. Canonical with Ubuntu, really since 2004, when the first release of Ubuntu came out. And when you think about it, almost 10 years later, Ubuntu really is an engineering marvel. You can download this for free, as you can with most Linux distributions. Install this in almost any modern computer that's not too old, and it will be free of viruses. It probably run faster than your current Windows version, whatever that may be, Windows, Vista 7 or 8, and get this up and running, really in very short time. It is an engineering marvel, and Canonical is to be congratulated. I use this mostly more than my Windows 7, but they can conquer, in my opinion, as a dual booter between this and a Windows 7. They have an opportunity to conquer the world, or to conquer the alternative OS world at least. So how can they do that? They have to take control. Ubuntu, the developers of Ubuntu, now just call it Ubuntu. Ubuntu has to take control. They have to control everything. The software, the quality of the software, the integration of the software and the hardware, and everything has to work out of the box. No surprises. That means when I sync my Galaxy S phone, which I can't sync it now, gaming should work out of the box, or at least most games, maybe not all of them. And we'll just keep this as far as gaming goes. We'll keep this just for Linux games and not Windows titles, just to keep it simple. Gaming should work out of the box. No surprises with video drivers. Okay. If Ubuntu Linux is to have a chance to conquer the alternative OS world, they have to control it all. And that means is, if you were to see a Ubuntu Linux commercial, and it could be something like, imagine a world where you never have to worry about PC viruses. Imagine a world where you will always get free updates to your system. Imagine a world where your computer will run more efficiently, better than ever before. Imagine Ubuntu Linux. And that's just an example of what I think at least a quick radio commercial might sound like. So if Ubuntu Linux can put together a package, hardware and software, and it has to be priced less than a comparable Windows PC, or else people are just not going to take the chance. Fair or unfair, that's the reality of the current market, in my opinion. If it's priced lower, not a lot lower, but if it's priced a little bit lower, a mom and pop may take the chance of buying something that is relatively unknown, at least on the desktop PC / tablet / phone market. And there have been announcements of Ubuntu making tablets and of course the Ubuntu phone. But if Ubuntu Linux is going to succeed in taking a sizable percentage of the PC market or tablet market or mobile phone market, they have to guarantee that when you buy that phone, tablet, or PC, they have to guarantee that everything will work out of the box. 0 bugs. Let me say that again. 0 bugs. Because if somebody buys that device, whatever, desktop, PC, or mobile device, takes it home, and there may be 1, 2, or 3 bugs, which really aren't a lot, what do you think that person is going to say? Unfairly, granted, they're going to say, boy, this really sucks. That would be a total unfair statement. But as I always say, you will never get a second chance to make a good first impression. Ubuntu has to guarantee that when you buy that device, that Ubuntu Linux-based device, they guarantee that at least with the pre-installed software only, that is guaranteed to work 100% of the time, or as much of the time as possible, 99.9% of the time. Only with the pre-installed software only. Not with the extra software that you can download from the Synaptic Package Manager, the stuff that you compile, from the Ubuntu Software Center. Guarantee that only the software that comes pre-installed will work. It should be an LTS, a long-term release version of the Ubuntu distribution, whatever number that may be, and guaranteed for 5 years. Why not? It's supported for 5 years. Why not guarantee it that it will work for 5 years? There needs to be a definitive, complete, all-in-one multimedia suite that just plain works. Video editing, Kdenlive is my favorite. It works 90% of the time, but it has bugs. The other day I was putting together some videos from my Galaxy phone, and I used, what did I use? I used DVD, the DVD creation tool. It didn't work. I tried this, tried that. I almost gave up. I had to download something else to make it work. But a complete multimedia suite, including video editing tool, a DVD creation tool, and a reliable screencasting tool. So people like me who need software like this to work, no surprises. Now probably the average family, the average mom and pop may not need a total complete multimedia suite, but it would be nice to have. If Ubuntu Linux can do all that and control the software where it works, only the pre-installed software, mind you, only the pre-installed software works out of the box, including the multimedia suite, the screencasting, the gaming, no surprises with video drivers. If they can do that, then I think Canonical, who makes Ubuntu Linux, I think they have a really good chance right now, because the Goliath, if you will, of the computer world, Microsoft, they're not doing too good right now. I think they botched it with Windows 8. I don't think Windows 8 is that bad, but that's a different story altogether. But that being said, the facts are now is a good opportunity for Ubuntu Linux to conquer the world.